What up, what up, what up, little committee? What up, what up, what up, little committee? Sorry, people, my hair is like, I had it tied up and I wrapped the end around the end, and now I had it basically tied up in a bun. And yeah, basically, I'm just here stretching it out so that way it don't bun up. However, how are we all, my lovelies? Wagwan, yes, Lip Funny Mummy is back. It's been a journey, people. It has been a journey. It has been a journey. I feel like I've put on weight a little bit, which is defeating the purpose of my healthy eating. But I feel like you lot deserve an update. I was meant to give you lot this update in January and I just couldn't. I was an absolute mess. So here I am in October giving you the update. People, I've been missing for a reason. It has been crazy. So I think the last I was up here was, I think I did post my birthday trip to Egypt. Did I? I think I did. I gave you lot my birthday trip to Egypt. So let's wind back a bit because I feel like I've not really been on here. And actually, all those holiday videos has just been me running away from life and running away from you all as well. So here goes nothing. And disclaimer, if I cry, I cry. Do you know the ones there? Because this is why I hid away from the camera for so long, because I just don't like being emotional to that capacity. However, so let's wind back to 2022 January. So my dad passed away. That was really heartbreaking. It was sudden due to COVID. So they say. I have to roll my eyes at it at this point. So I lost my daddy a week before my birthday. And that was my best friend, man. So I was sad. His funeral was amazing. Yeah, basically it was very emotional. So bit of a backstory. Me and my siblings haven't really seen eye to eye for a long time. Obviously, Pops passes away. They don't really deal with Pops. I do. So there was just a lot of like, I don't even know what you would call it. Anyway, so basically I sat at my dad's funeral by myself. My siblings refused to sit next to me. And I was cool with that. Do you get what I mean? Like at the end of the day, what we're not going to do is be fake. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, so that was a lot. They didn't speak to me the whole time that we was there. Obviously me being me, I represented for my dad. I spoke, I did all of that. Cool. So fast forwards to 6 months later, I then release my second book, which is The Emotionally Immature, I'm Mature, I should say, Woman Girl. That's available on Amazon alongside Self Love, which you see in my intro. Sorry, the words, because I'm making sure that we manage the emotions. So it's now making me trip up on the words. So yeah, so 6 months later after my dad dies, I then focus, I redecorate my home, I then write the book and release the book. Cool. November comes, I have this wild dream that my mum's gonna pass away and she's gonna be taken out of her house in a body bag. I was a bit like, okay, cool, whatever. That was the November. We came into the new year. Christmas was very quiet. Came into the new year. I went to Egypt for my birthday. I didn't go to Egypt for my birthday. I didn't. I'm lying to you. I went to Egypt this year for my birthday. So yeah, so the January came. It was very still. It was very solemn because obviously now this marks a year of my father's passing. Cool. Had an amazing year. My baby turned 16, so I took her away for her 16th birthday. She graduated from school. She did amazing. That video is already up here, so you'll see how that went. Her graduation video was amazing. And then several weeks after her graduation, my mother passes away. Very similar to how it was in my dream. Apart from the bits that I had prayed and rebuked that wasn't going to be her portion. It was so crazy. But the funny thing is, 3 weeks before she passed, I invited her to church with me and she actually gave her life to Christ. So that was amazing. And yeah, so she passed away. Her funeral was just very hectic. I would have to do a story time on that in itself because there's so many layers to it and I still mentally haven't even recovered from it. But basically, I ended up practically paying for everything myself. My siblings that clearly, as I just said, don't talk to me. That was weird. I hadn't been around them since my dad's funeral. Before my dad's funeral, I don't think I saw one of them for about 2 years. The other one I hadn't spoken to for about 6. So it was all weird. I hadn't met like my brother's son. So my brother has 2 children. I only knew the first one. I didn't know the second one. So when my mum passed away, obviously he was at the 9 night and the funeral. And it was just a really weird experience. Like, hi nephew, how are you, baby? You're only 6. Bless your heart. I don't really know what to say to you. I know you're looking at me weird, like, who is this random black woman that everybody is telling me is my auntie? But you're gorgeous and I love you. Same said way. I don't know when you will have a relationship with me per se. I hope you grow up to remember that you do have another auntie and you do come and look for me, because I'm not in the phase or headspace right now to actually be around anybody's parents. Let's clear that. But auntie loves you. It was lovely meeting you. It's a shame I don't know you as a baby. And that's okay. Do you get what I mean? Life goes on. So yeah, so that was all a bit overwhelming. The whole of my trauma past literally was just staring me in my face. I'll give a backstory on that another time, because I actually am releasing an autobiography about my life. Not so much my life, but I would say the negative points of my life that actually did have an impact on who I am and where I've been, up to the point of so yes, I just kind of went through all of that. In the process, I think 2 weeks before my mum passed, I lost my job, so I actually never had no money to be having a funeral. But God is good and God is great, and he puts dinner on your plate. Because Lord knows, let me tell you now, I didn't fret, I didn't panic. I had money in my home, because I don't really leave my savings in a bank account. I just had money stashed away in a drawer. So I found it quite funny that actually I had my money, and the two that always try to put me down for having a house and all these things and all these materialistic things were both bugging out and wanting their money back. Cool, long story short is I paid practically for everything. I organized most of it. I bought my mother's clothes. I cooked for 500 people. You might as well say there was feeding the 500. I was 1 0 short of feeding the 5,000. And God made it all happen, you know. He made it all happen. I literally was praying and fasting. Every amount of money that I asked for, he gave to me. Whether it was £300 I prayed for, it would fall through my door in a check within 30 seconds of me saying amen. I prayed for £1,000, he brought it to me. It was just a whole load of blessings. And although it is heartbreaking that I've lost both my parents, I have to say I'm very blessed how God carried me through those situations, and that he had called me before then. So I was aware of how to actually behave in those moments of chaos, which I obviously responded with silence and stillness, the best way. And yeah, basically that is about it. So I'm glad I've now told you, because I've been dreading to tell you all. I'm so sorry that I look so tired. It is literally like 3 o'clock in the morning in the UK, and I need to go to my bed because I actually have work in the morning. But I thought, you know what, whilst I've got the courage to say it now, let me just get it off my chest, because it's holding back my content. I have not wanted to come up here for ages because I've just been so scared. Because when you let people into your personal life, you do have a duty to update them on practically everything that is happening. But what we don't take into consideration or counter into those factors is when you go on this YouTube journey and you bring people into your personal life, that means the goods and the bads. So yeah, and I promise you I will not be stagnant for as long next time. It has taken me a nice amount of time to get my head to this point where I want to share. It has been crazy. Am I angry? Yes. Am I frustrated? Yes, I've been angry at God. I've been frustrated at God, yet I've still called onto his name. And that's why we love him, because no matter what, he is just the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and he forgives you instantly. And I've just had to keep my faith up, because there ain't nothing he ain't ever taken me through that I've never made it through. So I am now reestablishing myself, and it was so weird. So last year I booked a ton of holidays. They ended up all playing out into this year. I went to Egypt for my birthday. That was amazing. That vlog is already up. I went to Dominican Republic, and I'm gonna have to speak on that a bit later. I'll do a story. I'm gonna do a story time on Dominican Republic in a whole different video, because I feel like it deserves that respect, because Dominican Republic was crazy. It was amazing. God don't make no mistakes. But at the same time, it's come with its issues. So yeah, basically, hi, Litty Committee, your girl is back. Okay, and yeah, I'm literally about to go now. That's it for today, because I'm tired, and it's a 20-minute video. So peace out, love you, and I'll be back. Give me 5 days. I just need 5 days, people, and I'll be back. But yeah, content dropping. I am now also on TikTok as the Lit Funny Mummy. Do come up there. I promote my book on there as well. I join a couple of lives. You will hear me with my wise old world and my wise old words over there. More time. I don't know if I'm gonna ever start battling or and all of that crap. Sorry, God, all of that nonsense. And yeah, basically, we back.